Hello, world. You know, when it comes to operating systems, you might think it's all Windows and Mac OS. But what if I told you there's a plucky underdog that, despite flying under the radar, punches well above its weight class? Well, friends, today we'll delve into the mystical world of Linux. More specifically, we're going to discuss 7 benefits of Linux over Windows. I promise you, it's not all geeky as it sounds. Firstly, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Cost. Yep, you heard it right, Linux is absolutely free. Free as in freedom, not free beer, though you could technically spend the money you save on Linux on beer. According to the folks at The Balance, a Windows license could cost you anywhere from $100 to $200. That's a nice night out or a couple of AAA games right there. Benefit number 2. The freedom to customize. This one's from our friends at Computerworld, who once said that Linux is like a DIY kit for your digital home. Windows might give you a few options to move your furniture around, but with Linux, you can knock down walls, repaint them, and even build an extension. Fancy a minimalist look or a full-blown sci-fi interface? Linux can do it all. You might not know this, but Linux is a star when it comes to older hardware. According to a study from the Austrian Journal of Technology, Linux can revive older computers that Windows has long since abandoned. Do you remember your old laptop collecting dust in the corner? With Linux, it could be up and running like it's 1999. Before we move forward, if you're finding this eye-opening, why not hit that subscribe button? Share the video, leave a comment, and let's spread the word about Linux's wonders. Let's talk updates. Ever had a Windows update force itself in the middle of a crucial task? I know, it's infuriating. Well, here's the good news. Linux lets you decide when updates happen. That's according to the folks at Linux Journal. You get to be the boss of your own machine. Isn't that cool? Okay, so here's an uncommon advantage. Ever heard of a live CD or live USB? As per Tech Radar's deep dive into Linux, these nifty tools let you test drive Linux without installing anything on your system. It's like taking a car for a spin before you decide to buy it. Windows can't do that. Here's another one from the tech gurus at ZDNet. Linux is excellent for programmers. It comes with a ton of free tools, supports plenty of programming languages, and hey, did you know that even Google's Android is based on Linux? So if coding is your jam, Linux is your stage. And lastly, but not least, Linux takes your privacy seriously. The writers at Privacy News Online explained how Linux doesn't collect user data, unlike some operating systems we know. So if you're privacy-minded, Linux has got your back. And there you have it, folks. The 7 benefits of Linux over Windows. I bet some of those were a surprise. Remember, it's not about shaming Windows or stoking a war. It's about knowing there's a choice. And who doesn't love having options? So, what do you think? Ready to give Linux a spin? Or maybe you're a Linux user with your own stories to tell. Either way, let's get chatting in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech insights.